G'day, cunts. How you going? So today I got a new episode of the Parkour map project for you, and I've actually done quite a bit of work since last time. I will get to all the changes that I've made, how much progress I've done, that kind of thing, in a moment. This is actually an old notice board. The redstone was taking way too damn long. That would be the redstone under the military camp, but I'll get to that in a second. Just a quick note before I get into this video. I'm not sure how the audio sounds are going to be, the levels. You might notice a difference if you're using headphones or earphones. I've been having some problems. Recently my earphones actually broke, my old ones. And I got new ones for my birthday, which was a few years ago. You don't say! A few days ago on the 11th of February. So I got new ones. I got the exact same ones I had before, but I think it's not configured with this computer yet, so I've kind of panned it out a bit, and I want to see if it's just me that's having the problem. Anyway, the point is, the left one sounds louder than the right one. It should be fine in recording and stuff, it's just that I can't tell the difference. I've had to balance it on the computer, and I know last video I fucked up the render somehow. It panned to the left, but I'm sure maybe a few people didn't notice that, so... Anyway, onto the video. What's different? What have I done? What have I done? That could be a good question and a bad question at the same time. First of all, I finished the military camp, the thing I've been working on for the last 4 months? 3-4 months in this map. There's a dog barking in the background, you'll have to excuse that if you can hear it. I've turned down the gain on my microphone quite a... I hate talking about technical stuff because it's just... whatever, it's just straight over your head. Anyway, first notable change, I have... changed the texture of iron bars to this fence-like thing. I intended to do this a long time ago, but I couldn't really get it right. But I think this color and this darkness and everything, it suits well. It's kind of like a chain link fence. Not really a lot you could work with when it's 16 by 16, but I think it works. The colors work. It especially works for these kind of fence-looking things on the side. I have completed the entirety of this course. Complete with, you know, tooltips, not really tooltips, but tips, retry buttons that take you back to the beginning at pretty much after every segment. So, yes, and I've cleaned it up and I've hidden all the redstone. I've added some, I've made some changes, you know, covered it all up, done diggity different things for, you know, different areas. Just basically a bunch of stairs. That's essentially all I've done. The main problem I'm concerned with in this area of the map is lag, because of redstone. So if you're going to play this map, and you're going to do this challenge with the redstone, I would highly suggest turning down your render distance to tiny, because I have tested it, and it lags even on my computer, and this is a... I don't mean to gloat, but it is a high-end PC. Well, it was at the time, I don't know if it still is. I mean, it crashes every fucking few weeks, but... Anyway, so the point is, it lags. But that's really alright, I think, in the end. So, anyway, I finished it, and actually ran into a problem here. This is different now. I originally used to have it just loop, and then come back around out the end to where you would cross the finish line. I had to change that to stop the player from cheating, because essentially I figured out what you could do is just jump this, go through the course, hit all the checkpoints at your own leisure, come back, and then start this, and then run back over here, and then you'd hit the finish line and get the reward. But I figured it out, I fixed it, that kind of thing. There is still a way to cheat this course. I'm not going to tell you how to do it, but obviously that would defeat the purpose of the course itself, and the months and months of redstone work I put into it. But, you know, if you want to cheat the course, I mean, feel free to. I'm not really a big opposer to cheaters or anything, although it does require ender pearls. I'm tapping my nose, probably can't hear that, but yes, so if you want to cheat the course, you're going to have to do quite a bit of work and have very good aim. But essentially what happens is you get to the end of the course, somehow, get through here, and then this is the finish line, and you teleport it through to the next side. So, your reward is a combination of skill and luck, sorry. I'm not going to tell you what it is yet, because I don't want to spoil the map entirely. You can reset the course if you royally fuck up and you want to destroy all the progress you've made and then start again fresh. This is all the same as usual. I've changed out the sand here for some bedrock, and you know, just made it a bit more central area kind of thing, like a building more so than just a starting pit. This is going to be the information kiosk. Everything you need to know about the military camp can be found in the books below. There are no books in there. Welcome to my hometown's library. No, but seriously, this is the area where I'm going to put all the books and information and stuff like that. So, yes, hopefully that's not, like, gonna be hard to do. I don't think it will. All I have to do is just describe the difficulty of each jump, what the numbers mean, that kind of thing. So anyway, moving on from the military camp, I'm going to show you... do I want to spoil this part? Well, I'm going to cut and show you the next part as well that I have that I worked on for one day and then went back to the course. I'll be back in a second. And here we go. This is the giant room. Hang on, what brightness am I on? Whoops. It's bright. Okay, well... I guess you don't really need to see it. Essentially, it's just one big room. One big hollowed out room that stretches from, let's just say for the time being, point A to point B. And this is where the sewer system is going to be built. I'm not sure if I'm going to call it a sewer system or just an underground drainage or just... I don't know, because I always think that walking through a sewer system is very disgusting. But this is underneath the map itself. And it's going to house the tunnels and the temple-like, cylindrical, well, really, all I can call them is friggin' tunnels. So, really, it's just a bunch of connected network tunnels that go here and there, and there'll be parkour jumps, and there'll be, different puzzles and stuff you can do down here. It's at the bottom of a body of water. I'm not going to tell you which body of water it is, but it's at the bottom of it. So, if you want to go searching when the map is complete, feel free. But at least for the time now, I'm not going to say exactly where it is. But yes, so I've hollowed out this area. I did it with MC Edit in one fell swoop. I did fuck up accidentally and leave a hole in the ocean somewhere, but I fixed it. Don't worry, it's been fixed. At least I hope. For now, it's been fixed. So yeah, this is just really, really, really empty. And it will be filled. It will be filled indeed. Anyway, on to the next part. So the next part that I've worked on has been this little area down here. I think last time I just had the military camp here, connect to here, and then connect to there. I haven't actually finished this part yet, and these houses look very similar right here, if you can call them houses. I think they're just kind of like generic buildings for different things. I want to kind of make everything an easy jump in this area. I just want to have a lot of stuff packed together like this. And, jump in and, jump down to here and then across here and then... Oh, and you can run upstairs now. How awesome is that? So this staircase right here, which I built a long time ago, is actually... You can sprint up it in this snapshot, 13W06A. So, yeah, that's really good for my map, now that I can put in stairs and you could just run up them. Like, I changed this area to be stairs instead of half slabs. I fixed it up, I... changed this a little bit, nothing too drastic, but yeah, now you can just sprint upstairs, so that makes it a lot easier to get around the map, especially different elevations. Everything here is still the same, except I added these extra blocks for jumping between the buildings, like so. Ugh, what was that? That wasn't even a jump. Anyway, I'm getting tongue-tied, thinking about too much stuff at once. Added this ladder, I know, so amazing. Just minor changes. Stuff to help you get around the place, put a staircase here. I want to have this whole map accessible from whatever angle you decide to tackle it at. Now, I'm planning on having some kind of like difficult jumps, like, I wouldn't call that really difficult, I just botched it, but you can have like different jumps between buildings and stuff and have different secrets and everything like that. Just a lot of random stairs. I don't want the city to look brand new. I want it to kind of have like dents and shit here and there. I really like the fact that they've made stairs like this in the game now, so it just opens up the doors for creativity to run wild. It's awesome. It's amazing. But yes, there's some stuff in there. I haven't actually decided what I'm going to put at the top of this tower yet. It just connects to a staircase and a ladder. I did that backwards, a ladder and a staircase. Get to the top and then there'll be something up here, I don't really know what. But yeah, I just want the whole map to be parkourable. If you want to get from one place to another, you don't have to ender pearl, basically. So whenever I make a building like this or like this, I have to take into account at least 2 or 3 different exits that the player can take. For example, if I was to if I was to enter this building from the bottom, I could run up the stairs and proceed. Well, if I wasn't a dickhead, I could proceed to the next building and then go away. Or I could leave here, or I could leave that way. I want to have kind of like a giant spider web of networks of jumps and stuff. Like if I was on the bottom floor and I was just somehow running around on the side here, I'd want an escape like this to get to another area of the map. And so on. You kind of get where I'm coming from, hopefully. But yeah, there is a problem I did run into though. Apparently, let me show you this. Just switch to time set 0. Yes, I'm a master at that now. What was I doing now? Game mode. What's adventure mode? 2? Yes. So I can't break blocks right now. I can punch, but I can't break them. I can activate buttons and that kind of thing. However, there is this problem. See that? I can break the ladder in adventure mode. So I think I might have to add the rule, like put it in the map or put it in the map download or something, that you cannot break blocks. Because despite the fact that it will be in adventure mode, yeah, it's kind of hard when, you know, you can just break the buttons and place them somewhere else. Like, I mean, this is bullshit. Ready? Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Okay, maybe you can't do pressure plates, but yeah, okay, this is a good example. If I wanted this button, I could take it. If I wanted this lever, I could take it. Adventure mode, make up your damn mind. You know, you can either break blocks or you can't. I know they don't count as, you know, blocks, but seriously. Game mode, what's creative? 1. I'm getting good at this. I'm getting good at map making, guys. It's finally happening. But yeah, as for the design for this place, I kind of wanted to go with the theme that I mentioned in the very first episode of this. For those of you that have played Jak 2, Haven City, and it starts to rain. I noticed that the rain really drops my frame rate. I'm at 30 right now. Let me just toggle downfall. So that will turn rain off, right? Right. Yes, it will. Okay. So if I set time to 12, is that night time? No, oops. I always do that. Time set 12. Not dark enough. Time set 14. So that's 2 a.m. So it's still not dark enough, really, but let's just do this. Fuck your couch. Alright, so I want it to be dark. I want it to be a very dark-themed area. I do want lights to be everywhere and stuff, but I want the lighting to mostly be for aesthetics. Also, I want the player to be able to see jumps and stuff that they can make. I want the player to look around. And I want the vision, because I find that in Minecraft Alpha, here we go, back in my day, in Minecraft Alpha, things would seem a lot further away. I don't know if that's because I didn't have as much of a sense of adventure, like I didn't have a good gauge. Like, from here to that campfire is roughly, I'd guess, about 50 to 60 blocks away. In Minecraft Alpha, because when I had it, my computer was so shit and I could play on small fog and everything, that campfire would seem years away, but right now I can just fly to it. There's no problem. But I think it's partly because of how dark it was in Minecraft Alpha. So if I make something dark and put something bright far away, it kind of gives the illusion that the map is a lot bigger than it is. For example, if I didn't have the power of flight, say I was just the player in the map, and I wanted to get to the top of Paragon Castle, how would I go about doing that? I would probably spend 10 years shooting arrows into the side of the wall and climbing up them. Nice dyslexia I have there, but yes, I would climb up the arrows for days. But yeah, I'm kind of getting trailed. I'm kind of running away with my thoughts here, but that's essentially what I'm going for. Kind of like a dark themed, not really gothic, but not medieval either, not modern by any means, but kind of just like a fantasy industrial looking world, I guess. I really don't know how to describe it, but let's set it back to daytime. So yeah, I've just gone through, covered up all the redstone, added some new stuff. I think I'm going to start working with curves a little bit more, curves in buildings and platforms and stuff like that. Like I might have, because I'm going to have a city that stretches just like these houses here, up in this little area here. I got to be careful when I meet the wall. I might have to do some maintenance. Gonna spread the houses hopefully up here and around the side, and then have like another housing area over in this direction as well. So I want this place to be littered with houses, littered with parkour jumps, littered with everything that you can do to get from point A to B to C to D, to get the ender pearl in the chest at Q, and then come back to F, and then jump to Z. It's just going to be fantastic. But to do that, it's going to take a lot of time and work, so I got to fill up all this area as well with houses, which really isn't that hard. You just have to have a good knack for putting a lot of squares next to each other, like these two. So I could just have a majority of houses looking like this. Really basic. It's just a box with a fence on top of it around, and then having different connections to houses. But yes, I can't remember what else I was going to say. I think I was going to mention something about boundaries. Yes, boundaries. Obviously, this is an open world custom map. It doesn't have gigantic bedrock walls preventing the player from going outside them. What I think I'm going to do, as far as boundaries, because every map needs a boundary, otherwise you're just going to end up... I mean, if you head in... Of course, you've got F3 and you can make it back to this part of the map anytime using coordinates and stuff, but I don't want the player to actually leave this area. I want it to be like Purgatory, man. You can't leave. You can't leave, alright? This is my map, bitch! So I might set up like a castle wall or something that goes around the entirety of this area, cuts through here, encompasses these towers, it kind of like this, but bigger. So it would kind of be like a slightly larger boundary, and then come up and around, and yeah, that kind of thing. So it would be a pretty big area. I kind of have to fix up this area as well. I'm not really sure what to do with the swampland. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I'm just glad that I finally finished the redstone for the military camp. There we go. I would show you it, but that includes opening up the landscape, kind of like cracking an egg, and I kind of don't want to do that, because I don't want to look at redstone ever again, now that I have completed this area, because it took so fucking long to do. But of course I'm going to be doing redstone for Paragon Castle anyway, so you'll see that. Now I can put stairs. I'm going to do a lot of work with beacons, having different bonuses the higher up you go and thing. Because I figured out, I did this the other day, I put a beacon in that corner right there, and then I flew up a bit, and apparently I think I might have mentioned this before, but beacons do not work vertically. They do not have an infinite... It's not a cylinder up to the skybox that it affects. It's only a little box around the pyramid that it, well, affects. So I could have a beacon down here, shooting up, and then have a beacon next to it, but up further, that does a completely different thing, and they won't interfere at all, as long as you're at different heights on the tower. So that should be interesting once I get to that. I might change wall textures, because this looks nothing like a tent. Well, it kind of looks like a tent, but come on. Anyway, might change wall textures. Not really using the notice board too much. I might now that I've got all that stuff to worry about, like boundaries and redstone and housing and that kind of thing. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead with that. I'm gonna have not really a scoring system, but like not really a point system. I really don't know what to do. Maybe like a bonus system, I guess you would call it. It's basically you get a bunch of arrows and a bow, and you shoot these little wooden buttons from a distance. You find out where the wooden buttons are, you shoot the wooden buttons, and they teleport you somewhere to like a bonus stage. Now come on, wouldn't that be fun? Like, just imagine, you're standing up here, you've got your bow, you've got your arrows, you're like, let's see, oh, there's a wooden button over there right on that wall. And then you just go, and you waste like 10,000 arrows and don't hit it. No, but seriously, if you actually manage to hit the wooden button, of course you could just like get to the end of the course and then shoot up or whatever, but there's no fun in that. But if there was a button here theoretically and you hit it and it teleported you somewhere and then it gave you like 10,000 golden apples, huh? Come on. Isn't that the greatest map mechanic you've ever seen? Get the fuck out of here if you don't think so, but yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to show you guys this time around, because that's all I've done. It's been like, I don't know how long since the last Parkour map project, but I have spent every day of it, working away, slaving away, doing this stupid fucking texture and everything else. I'm surprised how well it works, actually. It's not too bad. It kind of fits in the groove of the stone bricks, and it's like the same color as bedrock as well, so I think I might stick with this bedrock and stone brick design, especially this texture pack. And if someone uses the default texture pack in this map, I'm going to backhand the shit out of them. Look at this. Look at this. Hang on. Where is it? Texture packs. Default. Yeah, it's its entirely own texture pack now, so don't have to worry about confusing it with Maddox Craft if you already have it. But look at this monstrosity. Jesus Christ. Look at it. Ugh. Ugh. Redstone torches. Ugh, just, ugh, what the hell, man? Glowstone is terrible. Oh, did I mention that? Yes, I switched out the redstone lamps and all those levers that were on the back of the walls. I changed that back into, I actually just switched out the texture to be, I'll show you in the, wow, I just completely fucked that up. No, I don't want to be in full screen. How do I change it back? Okay, I just fucked that up. I changed full screen or whatever. Anyway, texture packs, right. So I changed the glowstone texture to be a glowing redstone lamp, and took out all the redstone lamps and replaced it all with this. So now the world has to load back up because I changed my graphic settings. Amazing. So yeah, now there's not all those butt ugly levers everywhere, left, right, and center. I did add the animated textures, so for buttons that activate something, you've got like a little indicator to tell you what to do. To tell you what do, yes. In here you've got the reset ones, which is a grey one. I've got a colour that corresponds... A what? You what, mate? A colour that corresponds to the material that the block is made of. So this is an iron one, the reset course. The diamond one is blue, obviously. Emerald is green, and gold is yellow. I don't think I've used any gold ones yet. I think I'm going to use the gold ones. Let me just find the block for it. These ones right here. Let's place it just here so you can see it. I think I might use the gold ones for the wooden button bonus stage type thing, so you can actually see them. Because I don't want the wooden button bonus stages to go unnoticed. So you could just like shoot something at it like, ugh, and then it'll teleport you somewhere. That'd be pretty nifty, I think. That'd be a nice addition to the map. That wasn't a bin. I'm just gonna end this video before I fuck up more, but yeah, that's what I've done. So don't use the default texture pack if you're gonna play this game. I added bone meal, of course. I'm probably gonna go around the side. Had to cheat proof it. Yeah, that kind of thing. So if you watch this far, good on you, mate. Good on ya. Fucking sick cunt, mate. Because yeah, I mean, you've got a good attention span. I'll tell you what, I can barely even make videos nowadays. Just stay attentive. But anyway, I think I'm going to work on some more houses around here, maybe some Paragon, break it up a bit. But yeah, no more redstone for a while at least. None of that confusing shit. I'll see you guys next time, Take it easy.